class?
Sir, we will start now.
Start now? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. That is, I like that. Start now. We are about 31 students. And some of you should text people, send an SMS or WhatsApp group. Hey, get up from the sleep. Eat, 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 eat immediately and come to for class. The class is on. Father John is waiting, like that you must say. Huh? But I don't think you are saying that. Prathamesh, you are a class teacher, you are a class monitor, you are not saying that. Will you say that?
Yes, sir, I'm saying, sir.
Yeah, class couple of, ask couple of people, get up and come for the class like that. This is going to be very important class. So problems one, we'll solve one first problem. So right there, define, you can, Prathamesh, you be my answer. Huh? You unmute and speak. Dallas is there. Anurag
Okay.
also is there. All, some of the good students are there. All this important. Define the term, define the term present modulation, and determine, if you cannot do this one, determine the present, this is the present, this is that. Determine the present modulation for an FM, frequency modulation wave. Okay, with the frequency, deviation, with the frequency deviation of 10 kilohertz. If the maximum deviation, allowed is 25 kilohertz, okay. So what do you say? Determine the percentage modulation for an FM wave with a frequency deviation of 10 kilohertz. If the maximum deviation allowed, this is allowed. Maximum deviation is allowed is 25 kilohertz. So this 25 kilohertz and this is the 10 kilohertz. Okay. So define the percent modulation. Okay. So this is something to do with the percent modulation. Percent modulation. Not percent, but percent modulation. How do we define this percent modulation? First, that is important. How do we define? How do you define? Anybody knows? Percent modulation defined? That is like this. Percent modulation is defined. What is actual frequency deviation? That is actual frequency deviation by maximum allowed deviation. That's all. Actual frequency deviation upon maximum allowed deviation. That is, it is defined as the ratio of the actual frequency deviation produced by the modulating signal to the maximum allowable frequency deviation. So in writing, how do you do that? So what the percent modulation? It is the ratio. Just 1 minute. So it is the, what is happening? Yeah. So what is the percent modulation? It is the ratio. What is the ratio? It is the ratio of the actual. This is actual. This is the actual frequency deviation. This actual frequency deviation, how does it? It is produced by modulating signal. Modulating signal. Okay, to the maximum allowed deviation. Okay, so let me maximum allowed deviation. Has anyone calculated this? So usually
40%.
Very good. So very good. So 40%. Now we have to absolutely. Who said that answer?
Aditya sir.
Aditya, very good. Aditya, congratulations. So only we have to just make sure that some symbols we just what we are using this, you have to 40% absolutely right. So we have to do that. So these are the 2 marks questions you may be asked these days. All this pandemic thing. So we have to, the entire exam system is going to be objective type, and these are the things that we need to take care. So so we usually we see delta, small delta. Small delta for actual frequency deviation, that is 10 kilohertz. And for maximum allowed deviation, we say delta F max is 25 kilohertz, something like that. Okay. Then percentage modulation will be modulation will be like that. So 10 kilohertz by 25 kilohertz, the percentage. So you multiply by 100, you go to 40 percentage modulation. Okay, so you have 40%. Remember that is 40%. Okay, so let us go to the second problem. It's clear. It's clear. Huh? Anybody is having doubt?
Sir, clear it.
Yes. Yeah. Can I clear this all? What is written under this one? So we will enjoy some problem, because it's not going to be always theory. But only when you solve the problem, you will be able to understand the concept, the real concept. What do you mean by maximum allowed deviation? What is actual? So in our life, we all the time we come across what is the maximum, what is allowed, what is maximum allowed. Okay, maximum mark I can get 100. The actual mark I got 25, something like that. So we always ask, what is maximum you can give me? You can ask daddy. Gift, what is the maximum budget? Something like that. You can always, this problem is going to be there. Second problem, can I dictate to you, or you want me to write like this? Which one you prefer?
Sir, you can dictate also.
Okay. In an FM system, if the maximum value of deviation, is 75 kilohertz, and the maximum modulating frequency maximum modulating frequency is 10 kilohertz. Calculate deviation ratio. Calculate deviation ratio and bandwidth of the system using Carson's rule. Some unnecessary noise is coming. Carson's rule. Carson's rule. What is a Carson's rule? We have to see. So the first part is, the two parts are there. That is small delta is equal to 75 kilohertz, and delta F maximum is equal to 10 kilohertz. Can you tell me any answer? Percentage modulation?
13.33.
Put properly. Deviation ratio?
13.33.
13.33.
Yes, sir.
Delta by delta maximum, no? 75 divided by
Sir,
10.
7.5.
Huh? 7.5.
7.5.
Who is saying that?
Aditya.
Aditya. 7.5 is correct. So the deviation ratio, correct? Deviation ratio is equal to delta upon F max is equal to 75 kilohertz upon 10 kilohertz. You see, you should know that, no? It is very easy when you have a formula with you, correct? So it is, the ratio is equal to 7.5. That is the ratio, the deviation ratio, and deviation ratio 7.5. Now let us go back to the second part, bandwidth by Carson's rule. Now you have to know what is Carson's rule. Did Stella teach you? Hello, Anurag?
So no, sir, we are not aware of this rule.
Not aware of Carson's ratio. Okay, so you can, I think she must have forgotten this. What is Carson's ratio? So the Carson's ratio is, let us see, bandwidth by Carson's rule. What is the Carson's rule says? Bandwidth by, that is, by Carson's rule, B is equal to 2 into small delta, you can say, of max plus delta F max. So that will be 2 into, what is this? 75 into 10 raised to 3 plus 10 into 10 raised to 3. Can anyone get me answer?
170 kilohertz.
170 into 10 raised to 3 hertz is equal to 170 kilohertz. Very good. Who said this answer?
Mitesh.
Hitesh. Okay, good. Good. So that is nice. So you need to know what is Carson's rule. Carson's rule is 2 into both the addition of the deviation. Okay, that is has to be very clear. Once you know that. So you just apply 170, you should come. So we are in a very good position. We go slowly, and little difficult problems we have to solve it. Okay. The problem that we need to solve, at least 10-15 problem we will solve when we are in a good position. But mostly we will be we'll get ready for the first test. We're almost ready for the first test. Then we can do that. 3. The equation of an angle, you can write in I may write in the short form, like this is equation. The equation of an angle modulated angle modulated voltage is E is equal to 10 sine into 10 raised to 8 t plus 3 sine 10 raised to 4t. Okay, 10 sine e raised to 8t plus 3 sine 10 raised to 4t. What question is, what form of angle modulation is this? What form of angulation modulation is this? First you have to say. Then after you saying this, calculate the carrier and modulating frequencies, and after calculating the modulating frequencies, the modulation index deviation and the power dissipated in non-resistor. So let's say 100 ohm. Okay, so we can say how much power dissipated in, let's say, 100 ohm resistor. This resistor should be smaller. Hey Sri. Okay. So let us start one by one. So first of all, you all should know the mathematical expression. What is the mathematical expression for FM? Does anyone know about it? Can you tell me the mathematical expression? Mathematical expression of FM. How do you express mathematically? Does anyone care say?
Sir, EC into sine,
EFM. Yeah.
EC
EC
into sine,
into sine.
sine bracket omega C into T plus MF sine omega M T.
Okay, so we can write it is a modulation first, amplitude always sine 2 pi ft, that is omega, we can say in short form, plus
MF
mf
sine 2 pi
sine 2 pi
FM
fmt.
T. Yes.
This is fct and that is fmt.
Yes,
So
sir.
now what we are given is equal to 10 sine 8 raised to 10 raised to 8t plus 3 sine 10 raised to 4t. Look at this. Look at this. Prathamesh, how many are present? How many students are present?
44, sir.
Okay, not bad. Okay. So now we have like this. Now it should be able to solve very easily. Okay. What do you have to solve? Have you solved it? Not solved it?
Sir, which form of angle modulation is this we have to state?
Ah. So what is given? What is given? So what is the question? The equation of an angle modulator voltage is this. That is 10 sine, all that. What form of angle modulation is this? What form of angle modulation is this? Calculate the carrier and modulating frequencies, the modulation index deviation, and the power dissipated in 100 ohm resistor. Ready? All silence. Everybody is silent.
Yes, sir. We have given amplitude. We can calculate FC, FM, and then we
Okay.
can proceed.
Yeah. How will you do that?
Sir, 2 pi FC is equal to 10 raised to 8, so we can get FC from there, and 2
Okay.
pi F is equal to 10 raised to 4, so F we can get FM from there, and MF is equal to 3, and amplitude is 10.
Yeah. So you leave some space. I will give you a little more easier problem, then you will be able to solve. I think that will be good. Okay. So usually it's like this. Usually it is like this. For example, let us say just an example, power dissipation. Power dissipation. The power dissipation, what we need to calculate, what we need to consider for how many ohms?
100 ohms, sir.
Okay, 100 ohm. That is, and this is 100 ohm is a load. This is what load is. So the load is 100 ohm. Okay. So usually we say load resistor. Load resistor is 100 ohm. That is what is. The power dissipation. What is the power dissipation? Is usually power dissipation is Vrms square by R. Okay, that the power is Vrms. So here in our case, it is V by root 2 whole square by R. What is V by R? What is V? What is V? V is nothing but A. V is nothing but A. So the power dissipation is A by root 2 to the power of square divided by R. That will be, what is A? Look at the equation. What is A?
10, sir.
10. Excellent. 10 divided by root 2 to the power of square upon 100. Upon 100. What is the answer?
0.5.
0.5 what?
Yes.
Mangoes, what is that?
No, sir. kilowatt.
Say, what is the unit? If you don't say the unit,
Watt.
what? Who said that? Who said that? First,
Yash.
yes, very good, yes. That is a very good habit that you all write. Anything that you have in number is not just a number. If there is no unit, then useless. So this power dissipation P is 0.5 watt. That you have to remember. Otherwise, it is not it is not, you won't learn anything. Okay, good. Now, if you, shall I remove this out? Shall I remove this out?
Yes, sir. We are copied.
Okay, so you get on the point, right? It is easy. But I'm going to come to a more difficult problem, with difficult thing. But before that, look at this. I should not have deleted it, you know. I should have written this. E is equal to, I should not be A sine 2 pi FCT plus M of sine 2 pi FMT. Okay. When you look at this 2 pi FCT, 2 pi FCT. So what is, so when you have a first problem will be 2, this is what the, this is called A, no? A. So 2 pi FC, 2 pi FC T, let us say 2 pi FCT is equal to 10 raised to 8 T. Okay. So basically, what we can write, of course, this T will cancel. FC is equal to 10 raised to 8 upon 2 pi. That you will be able to get. What is that? You will be able to get 1 point. Can you give this answer?
15.915 megahertz.
Megahertz. Okay. So otherwise 1.5707 hertz. Is that okay?
Father, it's 1.5707 is 10 raised to 7 into.
Yeah. But 2 pi FM, what do you say? We should get this much, 1.5707 hertz. Am I right? If you 10 raised to
10 raised to 7 factor is also coming.
into
10 raised to 7
into 10 raised to 7
hertz.
hertz. Okay, this is done. Now the second part is very simple, right? 2 pi FM is equal to 10 raised to 4. That's what it says. So then FM is equal to 10 raised to 4 upon 2 pi. What will we get?
1591.54 hertz.
1.15
1591.54
0.54
what?
hertz.
Hertz. Okay. So in this, if you say now MF, what is MF here? 3.
3, sir.
Correct? And A is equal to 10. A is equal to 10. So you have to just match this equation into this equation 1 you have to max into 2. So you will get all these things. So from here you will come to know what is FC, what is FM, what is this is A, this is A, you will know. Then what else? Then MF, all that you will come to know. Okay, all these will come to know. So the modulation index is nothing but MF. Modulation index. What is MF is modulation index. So modulation index, MF, is equal to modulation index is equal to 3. And deviation. Let me remove this out. What is deviation? Deviation we define very simple. What is a deviation? The deviation, that is, you say small delta, is equal to MF into FM. That will be about 3 into 10, sorry, 3 into 15707, something comes like that. So you should get the delta, you should get, if you calculate it, you should get about 47.123 kilohertz. Are you getting? If you multiply, or not getting?
Yes, sir. 4774.62 hertz.
Correct. So you should get something like
So
that.
it is 4.7 kilohertz.
4.7 kilohertz.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That you check with the calculator. Huh? I think,
Yes, sir.
yeah. So how many problems have we done so far?
3, sir.
3. So let us take fourth one. A single, write down. A single tone FM signal is given by VFM is equal to 10 sine into 16 pi into 10 raised to 6 t plus 20 sine 2 pi into 10 raised to 3t volts. Find the modulation index, modulating frequency deviation, carrier frequency, and the power of this FM signal. Okay. So first is, what do you have to find out? First is find the modulation index. Okay, find the modulation index, number 1. Number 2, modulating frequency deviation. Modulating frequency deviation. Please write down. First is modulation index. Second is modulating frequency deviation. Third is carrier frequency. And last is power of the FM signal. Modulation index. So we have to write this equation properly and understand this. Then everything will be solved. We have to write carefully. What is written? VFM sine properly 16 pi into I put a star into, I usually put a star because in the computer language, plus 20 sine 2 pi into 10 raised to 3t. Equivalent to expression is, what is the equivalent to expression? This is a sine 2 pi fct plus mf sine 2 pi fmt. So once you know this, you just have to properly compare. The first thing you will write is the amplitude A, right? A is there. So you will write the first one is A is equal to, you will write A is equal to 10. You will write. Then what you will write? Second, FC is equal to 8 into
10 raised to 6 hertz.
6 what?
Hertz.
Then third, what will you write? Third you will write here. What will you write? Third, MF. MF, right? What will you write? 20 you will write?
Yes, sir.
Right. And the fourth one you will write FM. 10 raised to
3 hertz.
3 hertz. This is 20. Then the fifth one is power dissipation. Right? What will you write? A upon root 2 square upon R. Kavi. Just a minute. Dr. Saurabh, I am in the class. I will call you as soon as the class is over.
How much time?
At 4:30.
No problem, no problem.
Thank you.
Sir, FM will be 500, no?
Sir, FM will be 10 raised to 3 divided by 2.
FM will be?
10 raised to 3 divided by 2.
500.
Yeah.
0.5 into 10 raised to 3.
0.5 into 10 raised to
3. FM will be 0.5 into 10 raised to 3.
Okay. Is that okay? Now this one, R value is not given. So you just put that 10 by root 2 into 10 by root 2 to a square upon R. What will you get? T is equal to 50 divided by R watts. Is that okay? Is that okay? We have not given any R. Did I give you any R value? Load resistance?
No, sir. R was not there.
So you just put it like that, power dissipation. So then whenever they don't ask, you just put the constant. Is the problem is 5 or 4?
4, sir.
4. 4 is over. Now we are going to fifth problem, correct? The carrier frequency, write down. The carrier frequency of an FM broadcast transmitter is 100 megahertz. Should I write down? The carrier frequency of an FM broadcast transmitter is 100 megahertz. 100 megahertz. And maximum frequency deviation is 75 kilohertz. If the highest audio frequency, modulating carrier is 15 kilohertz, highest maximum. What is the approximate bandwidth of the signal? Find the approximate bandwidth of the signal. So we have to find out the bandwidth. So what is the bandwidth? Usually we have seen bandwidth according to the Parsons rule, 2 into delta max plus FM. Okay. So that will be, then what is FC? So from what is given is we see FC, that is the carrier frequency of an FM broadcast transmitter is 100 megahertz. So what is FC? We know what is FC, 100 megahertz. That is, you can put 100 into 10 raised to 6 hertz. Okay. Then delta max, small delta max, what is it? Max is equal to 75. Did I say 75? What did I say? 75. 75 kilohertz. That will be 75 into 10 raised to 3 hertz. Then FM equal to, these are the number. $15 kilohertz equal to 15 into 10 raised to 3 hertz. So now put this into the formula. So if you put it here, what will you get? 2 into, what will you get? Delta max equal to, that is 25 into 10 raised to 3 plus 15 into 10 raised to 3. So you will get it
180 kilohertz.
Okay, 180 kilohertz. Who said that?
Mitesh.
Mitesh. Very good, Mitesh. That is the way. My pen has fallen down. I'm using a pad, electronic pad, which is called XP pen. Have you heard of XP pen? You can Google it. XP pen. It is yeah, electronic pad that you can write down, and it is very handy. What I'm using is just um, I'm using just a Word document. I can write into Word and I can share it with you all. I don't like everything typed in the PowerPoint and simply explaining to you. I hate that. I like to derive everything in front of you so that, or solve everything so that you understand what is happening. So we are in a very good position now. I think 5 problems are solved. Now we will have to go into the 6th problem. We'll try to finish 10 to 15 problem. Now only 3:30. We'll try to finish as many problems as possible. Then leave you free. In between, you can take a break, go to your kitchen, have some cup of coffee. Only I am not able to do that. It is too difficult, but you can do that. Help yourself and relax. Don't go to sleep. But sixth is you can use. You say problem. Use Carson's rule to compare. I will read it out. To compare the bandwidth. To compare the bandwidth that should be required to transmit a base band signal with a frequency range from 300 hertz to 3 kilohertz using number 1 NBFM with maximum frequency deviation of 5 kilohertz, and secondly WBFM with maximum frequency deviation of 75 kilohertz. So can you put together? Just a minute. Read the questions. Prathamesh, can you read the question?
Yes, sir. Carson's rule to compare bandwidth that is required to transmit a baseband signal with the frequency range given from 300 hertz to 3 kilohertz. Using that, we have to find out NBFN with the maximum frequency deviation of 5 kilohertz, and the second part WBFN with the maximum frequency deviation of.
So what is NBFM? Narrow band. NB means what is Prathamesh? What is NB means?
Narrow band frequency.
Narrow band. What is WBFM?
Wide band.
Wide band. Wide. What is the WBFM means? What?
Wide band.
Wide band. So
Wide band.
you wide band. You should know what is because otherwise you will not understand what it is. So did she talk to you about the difference between these two? What is narrow band and wide band, Stella? You should know, no? Otherwise, there is no point in solving this problem. Correct? So, for example, wide band frequency, the modulation index is greater than 1 always. Want to write down?
Yes, sir. We'll note it down.
Please note it down. You put like this. You put like this. I think you put like this. I think it is better. You would like this, you know. You put a wide band. You put wide band modulation, and here you put narrow band modulation, narrow band frequency modulation, wide band frequency modulation. Here you write narrow band frequency modulation. So put a center one line, please. Center one line. So write number 1. If she has not taught, then you write down. Okay? She has taught with you? No.
Yes, sir.
She has taught this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. What is the modulation index here? Modulation index. Modulation index. Greater than 1. And here right side. Less than
1.
Less than 1 or slightly greater than 1. It is always greater than 1. Here it is less than 1 or slightly greater than 1. Okay, slightly greater than 1, less than 1. Second is, what is the maximum deviation here? The maximum deviation is 75 kilohertz. And here maximum deviation is
5 kilohertz.
Is a 5 kilohertz. You see the difference? Wide band and narrow band. What is the bandwidth here? What is the bandwidth looks like? Bandwidth is always huge, large, huge. And here bandwidth is always small. Okay. So now, are you all? Who is the woman who spoke just now? Girl who spoke? Hello?
Sir, Khushbu.
Khushbu, you see, in the police are there, police, they are having wireless. The police are using ambulance, wireless. It is used for narrow, like police.
Yes.
Ambulance, Wi-Fi, walkie-talkie. Here you have a lot of FM. What is that? All these advertisement and FM radio, correct? It's all entertainment. You can put entertainment industry. Okay. So here the maximum modulation index, maximum modulation index will be, it can change from 5 to 2500. But here it is maximum modulation index. It is just greater than 1. Just greater than 1. I think that should be one. That should be okay. The I think that should be enough for you. The difference, but there is what is the range? They will ask for the range. What is the range from? 6 is a range. The range is modulation index of what is the range of modulation is, it will be like 330 hertz to 15 kilohertz. This will be the range. And here 30 hertz to 3 kilohertz. So what is the difference? See, wide 30 hertz to 15 kilohertz, and here 30 hertz to 3 kilohertz. So therefore it is that much important. Okay, I think that should be enough. Now we'll go back. Our this you write down. You should know all these. These are the basic. I thought, what is your name? Stella taught you this. Now let us come back to the problem. The first one is bandwidth of in the problem, bandwidth of narrow band FM. So narrow band FM will be delta max is equal to 5 into 10 raised to 3 hertz. sorry. So we know, and this is FM is equal to 3 into 10 raised to 3 hertz. So the bandwidth, that is bandwidth, will be 2 into delta max plus FM is equal to 2 into 5 into 10 raised to 3 hertz plus 3 into 10 raised to 3 hertz. That will make how much? Can anyone tell me?
16 into 10.
16 kilohertz.
So 16 kilohertz. So you write like this: bandwidth, you write small letter NBFM is equal to 16 kilohertz. Can you please find out for WBFM? Please find out.
So it's 256 kilohertz.
Slightly wrong. So in a delta max is equal to 75
156.
kilohertz. Correct. Who said that? 75 into 10 raised to 3. Okay. Right. Then FM is equal to 3 kilohertz. Okay. Your 3 into 10 raised to 3 hertz. So you have B, W, you say this is NB, this is WBFM is equal to, you put 2 into 75 into 10 raised to 3 plus 3 into 10 raised to 3 is equal to 156 into 10 raised to 3, that will be 156 kilohertz. You can write one step here. This is 2 into Here you may mistake. 78 into 10 raised to 3. So, my dear friends, are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, what is the problem number?
7, sir.
7. What is time now?
3:40, sir, almost.
3. Anybody needs a break? Coffee break? No need, huh? And you are not giving me also break. Let me take little rest, 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, just 2 minutes. And let me take rest. Let me go to the restroom and come back soon. Okay, we'll start. 7th one or 8th one? 7. I don't remember the
7.
question. 7th one. Very good. So we'll see. Write down. A 5-volt peak, 5-volt peak, 50 megahertz carrier is frequency modulated by 5-volt peak, 50 megahertz carrier is modulated by 5-volt 10 kilohertz. So 5-volt peak 50 megahertz carrier is a frequency is modulated by 5-volt 10 kilohertz signal. To achieve, what is achieve? Achieve 24.05 kilohertz peak deviation. Determine the power in carrier. What is that power in carrier? How do you determine power? So we should know what is the power. Determine the power. So we should know what is peak deviation. Okay, so first we have to understand what is peak deviation. So what is given? What are the things given? What are um, given here? So we should know what is given here. So we are given FC, we are given FM, we are given EC, and we are given EM. Okay. So, and also we are given delta max. Delta max. That is, this is a delta max. This is a delta max. Delta max is 24.05 kilohertz. EC we know, EC is 5 volt. EM also 5 volt. Now what is FC then? FC is 50 megahertz. That is 50 into 10 raised to 6 hertz. Then what is FM? Is 10 kilohertz. 10 into 10 raised to 3 hertz. So all these are the given. So if you want to calculate peak deviation, it is very easy. What should be the peak deviation? That is MF is equal to delta by FM. That is peak deviation. The delta max by FM. Delta max by FM. That is 24.05 into 10 raised to 3 by FM is 10 into 10 raised to 3. Anybody can say this? Peak deviation, what is that? What is the peak deviation? 24.05 10 raised to 3 upon 10 into 10 raised to 3. What is that? 2.40
2.405.
5. Okay, this is one. Now next thing is power in carrier. I think you have already calculated power. Power, you know. Power is always, what is that? P is equal to power is equal to
VRMS by R.
power in carrier is EC by root 2 to the power of 2 divided by R. Okay, so this is nothing but 5. What is EC? 5. 5 by root 2 R by R. What is R? R is not given. So suppose R is not given, you can always, if it is not given, and if you assume, you are allowed to assume R is equal to 1. So you are allowed to assume like this, whatever it is. Then what else comes? Then what is PC? Can anyone calculate?
12.5.
12.5 watts.
12.5 watts. Always power signify watts. Very good. Please write down, complete that. Now I'm going to give you and ask you to do that. I'm not going to solve it. You will have to solve it, all the things. Are you ready for a test, first test, or you need more time to prepare? When do you plan to have first test? Hello?
Yes, sir.
When do you want to have first test? Can we have next week, or you want more time to prepare?
So we are preparing. More time will be good.
Yeah. So do you know that other colleges have done first test or not done?
So not, sir. It's on 28.
Other colleges are 28.
No, sir. Other colleges don't know.
Okay. Our college is 28.
Yes, sir.
Is it okay, or you want more time?
Okay, sir.
Okay, Ram. Okay. So as far as I know, the government is little troubled with the pandemic. So they may not reopen the college till December. I'm just telling you what the government is thinking, but we do not know. If the case gets over and there are no other cases, that may change. But as of now, the graph is not coming down. So therefore, it is like that. Okay. Very good. So now let us go back to 8th one. Eighth one. A FM wave is, write down, a FM wave is represented by the following equation. FM wave is represented by the following equation. V is equal to 10 sine 5 into, I write 5 into 10 raised to 8 t plus 4 sine, is 10 sine, sorry, 4 sine, yeah, 4 sine 1250 t. Okay, like that. 10 sine 5 into 10 raised to 8 t plus 4 sine 1050 t. Okay, this is like that. So find number one. What is asked? Number one, carrier and modulating frequencies. Carrier and modulating frequencies. That is the first one. Carrier. Number two, modulation index and maximum deviation. Modulation index and maximum deviation. Modulation index, maximum deviation. Number three, the power dissipated by this FM wave in resistor 5 ohm. So they have calculated the power dissipated. If the resistor, that means RL is equal to 5 ohm, what is the dissipation of power? Calculate the dissipated power. Calculate the dissipated power. Okay. If I ask you, Anurag is this class only. Anurag,
Yes,
if you
Father.
look at the equation, and I ask you, let us see, if you look at equation, Let us see the third part, power dissipation, that you will usually say A upon root 2, A upon
Square divided by R
R. And A is what?
is equal to 10.
10. What should be the answer? P is equal to, calculate and tell me.
Yes, sir.
Ten upon root 2 whole square.
50.
Very good.
50 divided by 5, that will give 10 watts.
10 watts. So it will give 50 divided by 5 is equal to 10 watts, correct?
Yes.
The simplest thing. First, you do the simplest thing. So imagine the second, let us say second one. Second one is modulation index. What is the modulation index here?
It should be 4.
4. Write down. We solve from bottom to top. Modulation index. We write MF is equal to 4. Then maximum deviation. So maximum deviation is, you always write MF into FM. That is, MF is equal to 4 into, what is FM? We have to calculate. So we are caught up. We have to solve the first one.
So 2 pi FM should be equal to 1250 T.
So FM is 1250
divided by 2 pi.
2 pi. That will be 4 into 199. Yeah, FM will be, this will be 1199 something. No. Yeah.
It is coming out to be 795.77.
Yeah. No. This FM, we should get right 1199 something. Anyway, we'll go back. I think this will be about 199. So 4 into 199.
4 into 199, yes.
199. That should be for us 796, something like that. 796 hertz. Okay. Let us see the first problem. Let us see the first problem. What is the first problem? First, what are we supposed to do that? Carrier and modulating frequency. First one is carrier and modulating frequency. So if you look at it, 2 pi FC, that is nothing but 5 into 10 raised to 8. So FC is equal to, you should get 5 into 10 raised to 8 upon 2 pi. How much you get?
79.6 megahertz.
0.61 megahertz. The other side, we see 2 pi FM is equal to 1250. So FM is equal to 1250 upon 2 pi. That should give us 199 hertz. And this is what we are putting here. For maximum deviation. This is maximum deviation. Okay, this is the maximum deviation. I think such problems will be 15 to 20 marks in the final exam, the old syllabus. Old syllabus means the regular. I think you may get 2-3 problems. I will try to see. I'll try to put as many problems, at least 4 or 5 problems like this. Little bit of calculating in the coming first test. I have to send you. Look at the Moodle server whether you have any. I'll try to put some quiz so that you can practice. You don't have to worry about this subject. If you are failing, then I will ask you to redo that whole thing. So you are forced to study my subject. In my subject, nobody fails. Why? Because you have a lot of opportunities. My exams is not to fail you. My exam is to pass you. My exam is not to test what you do not know. Exam is to test what you know, how much you know, how much more you can know. So therefore, you just teach and learn what is taught to you. That should be more than enough. Is it 9th problem or 8th?
9th, sir.
9th. In an FM system, write down. In an FM system, the modulating frequency FM is equal to 1 kilohertz. The modulating voltage FM is equal to 2 volts. And the deviation is 6 kilohertz. If the modulating voltage if the modulating voltage is raised to 4 volts, then what is the new deviation? Prathamesh,
Yes, sir.
what is the time?
3:58.
3:58. 4
Almost.
o'clock. No? I'll
Yes,
finish
sir.
in 2 minutes. You write down and try to do homework. Then, if you cannot do, I will solve the problem. If the
Okay.
modulating voltage is further increased, to 8 volt, 4 volt to 8 volt, and the modulating frequency is reduced to 500 hertz. What will be the deviation? What will be the deviation? Okay, guys, try to do as a homework, and if you have any difficulty, I'll solve it next time. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Shall we say bye bye, or you want to solve this?
So we will solve if we are not able to do then.
We'll solve it. Okay, next time, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, bye bye.
Thank you, sir.